Hi, my name is Janada Virgil, and I'm going to tell you about the hiring process at Aldi. I was a Aldi employee for about 8 years. I got hired in April 2011, and I resigned in November 2018. Yeah, and I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. So if you're looking for a nice Aldi career, I'm going to tell you a little bit of, give you a little bit of insight on what's it like to go through the application process from my personal experience, and give you a little bit of my experience, what it was like working for the company. And as you can see, this channel is all about the beauty of makeup and wigs. So please, if you're into beauty, makeup, please like and subscribe to my channel. There'll be a lot more videos coming soon. Also, I have two other new channels, one in development. One other channel that I'm working on now is a fitness channel to get the fat off. That is I'm losing weight my way. All that'll be linked down below. While I'm giving you the details about working, how to apply for Aldi and how the process worked, I'm gonna do my makeup. And since I'm telling you about the process of it, I won't be able to show you the products that I'm using. So all of that will be listed in the description below for you. So if you want to know which products that I use to do my makeup in this video, all of that will be linked down below for you. However, I'll show a little bit, but I won't be able to show majority of it. Okay, so stay tuned, and here we go. When I first applied at Aldi, it was back in 2010. I went to an Aldi hiring event. They had a hiring event at a Holiday Inn, and I saw it was a new company around that time. Everyone really didn't know, wasn't familiarized with Aldi as much as they are today. And I went to the hiring event. I know that the hiring event was from 6 a.m. to about 2 p.m. So the hiring event was held at a hotel or a resort. It was at a Holiday Inn, as I recall. It was at a Holiday Inn. I went around about, I say about 10 or 11, and when I went into the hiring event, what I saw like a lot of people. It was a lot of people at the hiring event. Tons of people at this hiring event. And I think there were managers. Now that I work for the company, I know that there were managers. They were like district managers from probably a lot of different places, standing at the front of the table where they were accepting applications. And then they had about 4 or 5 tables behind in the meeting area space where people were sitting there filling out applications. I came in and I knew that I was qualified to have, this job. I had my resume in hand, and I came up to them, and they directed me to a table to fill out application. As you know, and most of us know by now, Aldi still do today, as they in 2010, now as they still do in 2019, is paper application. I don't know when they're gonna evolve from that and go digital, but right now it's still paper application. So they directed me to the table where the applications were, and I grabbed the application, I filled it out, and after I filled out the application and I handed with the resume, I was expecting to get interviewed, but no. My application was okay. Let me tell you. I took the application and I handed it to one of the district managers standing there. He shook my hand to my application and he stuck it into a pile about this high. It was a pile of applications this high. I mean, I was like, I was expected to get interviewed because it was a hiring event, you know, and I knew that they had advertised they were doing an interview on the spot because I heard it on the radio. That's how I learned about the hiring event for Aldi. I heard it on the radio, and so I was kind of disappointed because I didn't get the immediate interview as I thought I would. But there was so many people there. So as I turned around to leave out, there were still people coming in behind me. Let me remind you, I came in around about 10 or either 11. This was 10 a.m. in the morning, and the hiring event started around 6. There were people I noticed standing in a corner and some outside and like a group talking with like some of the district managers, and I believe those are the people that came early and got the interviews on spot. So now that for me working with the company, I know now that if you go to a hiring event with Aldi, you do not want to show up late. Well, not late, too late to a hiring event, because there will be a lot of people there. And I suggest that next time or a person should show up to a hiring event like at 6 a.m. or even be there early before they start, because that way the managers are fresh, they're ready for you, you know, they're ready to go, they're ready to interview you, and they're not tired of, you know, because they see so many people at these events, and have your application already printed out and ready to go. So going forward, let me tell you, it was in April 2011 when I decided to try again to get employed at Aldi. So what I did, I started shopping there frequently at Aldi in my area, in my neighborhood area. We have an Aldi store, and I shop there frequently. And then I became acquainted with one of the associates there, and while shopping there, you know, we make a little small talk or whatnot, and I happened to ask the associate. I asked her, I said, how do I get employed? You know, how can I work here? How do I fill out an application? And thank God for her. She showed me, and she told me. She said, "This is what I want you to do." She gave me an application, and she said, "Take this application. I want you to fill it out all the way. Fill it out from the front and also the back. You know, don't miss anything. And also take your resume and put with it, because the manager seems to look at the applications that comes in that are completely filled out and that has a resume with them, so that they can see the work history, the background of the work history. They tend to look at those applications first." And she said, when you do that, be sure when you come back in, you bring your application and give it to me. And I wondered why she said that, you know. I was like, okay, why she just, you know, I just can't give it to anyone that's there. But, you know, I've been a freaking shopper. I like her, you know, I've been going through a line, and I speak, you know, we speak with each other every time I shop there. So, I did exactly that. And, I gave my application to her. So, I came back. Aldi don't have a number, let me see. Aldi don't have a number where you can call to check up on your application, like to check on the application status. If you notice, if you ever shopped at Aldi, their phone number is not listed because it's not published on their receipts that they give their customers. Mainly because the number for the stores are used internally to do business with, and therefore they don't want to bombard the number with a lot of calls from the customers, so they like to direct the customers to the website. And from my experience, I know that they answer the customers back fairly quickly from the website. So I gave her the application. She submitted it, and here we go. Then there was the wait. Then I waited. Pretty much, I say about 2 months passed by, and I was about to give up waiting for the Aldi job or that I applied for, because I haven't heard back from anyone. I haven't, there was a number I can call. I checked in the store, and I kept getting the feedback where it was given to the district manager, and the district manager does the hiring. And when I came to the store, he was never there for me to ask. So she assured me that she gave it to him or whatnot. So I pretty much said, okay, let me just go and apply for other jobs. So by that time, when I was at the moment of giving up, that's when I got the call. I got the call to come in for an interview at Aldi. So I was all excited. I came in for my interview at Aldi, and it was me, and there was the district manager, and I met him at an Aldi store. And at the Aldi store, they asked you about, the routine questions. It was like a one-on-one type interview, and he gave me a lot of information about the store, how the store runs. He asked me some questions about myself or whatnot. The basic interview questions. And then after the basic interview questions or whatnot, the interview was over. I felt great about it or whatnot. And at that moment, the district manager gave me a number to call. So once you get the interview with the district manager, they will give you a number to call, and then that way you'll have a number, somewhat like a follow-up number, how the application's processing, to check on, and that number they give you most of the time is the district manager's direct contact number. So I got a number to call, and so I waited. After that, of course they tell you, okay, well, we're going to interview more applicants or whatnot, and thank you for coming. And that was that. So I say about 3 days later, I got a second call back, and then I met with the store manager. The store manager interviewed me, and the store manager interviewed me and gave the district manager to go ahead to hire me as an Aldi employee. So I was offered the position, and I accepted. And when I applied, I had to do a test. Aldi gave me like a test to do that was a mathematical test. Basic mathematical test that I had to take. And once I took the basic mathematical test, then I passed it, and I got the job. But this was back in 2000. 11, and today I know that they do things a lot differently than that now. When I finished the test, and I passed the test, they just took me around and showed me the Aldi store. They took me around. They showed me the Aldi store, and they showed me how, you know, the layout of the store, how it looks. I saw the back. I saw the front. You know, pretty much gave me a tour of the store. So to see and gave me somewhat insight of what to expect. Because when I first came in, I thought maybe, okay, I was going to be just a cashier like I see at Walmart and other stores, that, you know, people that are cashiers and people that do the stocking, you know, different roles. So I thought that I was going to just do that. But no, not at Aldi. Let's not confuse Aldi with Walmart, because they're not, the two are the same. Aldi's no Walmart. So he walked me around the store, and I saw the front end and the back end. And after that, you know, he basically said he's gonna go ahead. He gave me a drug test paper. I had to go and I had to do a drug test, and then they also do a background check. I know for a fact that you have to be 18 to work for Aldi, and you also have to have a high school diploma to work for Aldi. There's no way around that. You have to have that. So you have to be 18 years of age, and you have to have a high school diploma to work for Aldi. I do know that. And they do drug tests, and they do a extensive background check. So to work for that company. So he told me that after I filled out the paperwork and he gave me my drug test papers, I went and did that. I say it took about maybe a week for those results to come back. That's the background check and also the drug test. So everything, you know, to come back, all the results to come back in order. I think it was about a week. And then I was given a paper for orientation. But I spoke to new associates at my store. The hiring process is totally different now today. How they do it now, they do group interviews. Another associate told me they do the interviews now and group interviews, and they have a training store to where they send the associates to the store for about a week through, I think you get about 3 weeks of training so that you can get the feel of what actual Aldi store runs like, how it runs like. I had never been to that training store because that was not my experience when I got employed for Aldi. But I'm telling you hearsay from a newer associate that got hired and what they told and how they explained to me how their hiring the process went. That today, if you were to apply for Aldi, that you would go you would go to like a interview, and it would be a group interview. Let me tell you about the in-store application on how that works. If you were to go into the store today and ask for an application, make sure when you bring the application back that you give your application to an associate that is not busy. I repeat, make sure that you give your application to a Aldi associate that is not busy. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm speaking, let me quote this, I'm speaking from my own personal experience. When I started working there, and I used to clean the front register area, because we do the cleaning at Aldi. Aldi trained us to do the front end, and we also do the back end. There's like no just specific job title like you see at Walmart or at Publix, that you see the cashier ringing, and then you see a cleaning person cleaning, and you see a stocking person stocking. Not at Aldi. We work at one big team. We all help each other out, and we do everything together and unified. So as I was doing the cleaning at the register, there's like a back panel there, and I opened it, and I was amazed at I was shocked at what I found. I found applications from people that applied that were about a year old. I'm not gonna say longer than that. They're about a year old, because I looked at the dates of them. And my heart, like, I was hurt from it, because I thought immediately, what if this was my application? What if this was my chance of getting apply and wanting to have this job? And there were some pretty good applications there, and they were old. They were a year old. So there wasn't that many, but there were enough for me to really question, why did this happen? There was like about I think I put about 5 to 7. So that was a lot. And how that happened is, when you come into the store and you bring it back your filled out application, and you give it to a busy associate that's busy, not intentionally that they forget about your application, but they mean well, they'll take your application from you, and there's like a drawer that sits there, that we put our miscellaneous items that we need to do our daily functions at the register, and they'll sit it in the drawer, so that when they can go back later, they remember to take it and put it in the office. But sometimes you get caught up in the work, you forget about the application, and then the next thing you know, the day is over. You come back in, the next day is over, or if you're off that day, you're not going to come back to put the application or think to call, about that application. Is sitting there. And then as the drawer is going in and out to get, grab miscellaneous things that's needed back and forth throughout the day to do the daily tasks, the paper tends to slide back behind the drawer, and it get lost into the abyss. And that broke my heart, so when someone would bring me their application, I made it my business. I made sure that I either told them to wait, or I run for a district manager, because a district manager is working on the floor. District manager has more I'm sorry, I didn't mean district manager. I meant shift manager. I did not mean district manager. I meant shift manager. I run for a shift manager or either a store manager. And I had that person to present the application to them, because they had more they moved around. They're more mobilized than I was at the time when the store's busy. So when you're bringing in the application, make sure the associate is not busy at the register, meaning that have very long lines, or even the shift managers or the managers, meaning if you see very long lines at the registers, they're busy on the floor as well. I ask you to just wait a few minutes into the line die down, until we can properly secure your application into the office, or we can put the application into the store manager's mailbox so that the store manager can review your application and then forward it into the district manager's mailbox so that it can get seen and you can have a chance of working for this company. So yeah, that was one of the things that I just did not like, because I thought about it, you know. What if it was my application? You know, I applied, and I have heard people say, well, I applied, this is like my third, fifth time applying to Aldi, and I don't know what to tell you from that. All I can tell you is to be sure that you fill out the application front and back, meaning put in the work history. Even though you have a resume, fill it out with the work history, phone numbers. Also, don't forget to sign it. It's a document, so don't forget to sign it at the very bottom of it. Attach your resume with it. Bring it in and ask associate, you know, if they can, or if you're not talking to a manager, ask for a shift manager, ask for a store manager to give your application to. And the best time to bring in your application is mostly in the morning time when the store opens, because the store is not as busy as it would be during the evening time, during the afternoon and the evening time. So the best time to bring in your application for employment would be in the morning time when the store opens. You know, it's not as, everybody's not as going, you know, going haywire, and we can get, you know, we can get your application to the right appropriate place to where it needs to be. So yeah. So let me give you a little insight on what it's like to work at Aldi. I loved my job at Aldi. Aldi is one of the best jobs in my career that I ever worked at. Mainly, it was a great place because of the Aldi customers. You know, the Aldi customers are great. You know, as you work and you interact and you give that great customer service and you gain that great customer, you give that great customer experience, you gain some experience yourself. I mean, I have customers that are my friends, that are my lifetime friends today, that I communicate with. We talk on the phone. I even visit at their home. They visit at my home. It's I made some lifetime friends working at Aldi, even with my coworkers. Some majority of my coworkers have either transferred to other stores or have moved on. But I have gained quite a few friends working at Aldi, so it was one of the best jobs of my career. I resigned because I wanted to pursue a different career choice after I graduated from college. But let me give you the basics and the insight for working for Aldi. Again, Aldi is like no average grocery store when it comes to greatness. Aldi trained their employees to work the front end and the back end, meaning you'll be trained to use what we call a pallet jack. A pallet jack is what we use to throw the load. Let me tell you what throw the load is. Throw the load is another word for stocking the shelves, stocking the products on the shelves. Mainly, that's majority of the time, that's done early in the morning. And sometimes when you shop there, you can also see it being done throughout the evening time. but that's what throwing the load is. And that's when the employees use the it's an electrical pallet jack. You get training for that. Aldi will train you for that. Don't worry. You get training for that, to how to use it. They have an electrical pallet jack and they have a manual pallet jack, and they train all of their associates to become certified to use a pallet jack and how to use a pallet jack. It helps you to move the products around so that you can easily load the items into the shelvings on the on the shelving. Also, what we do at Aldi is when we throw the load, we have to go into like the freezer part. They provide us with jackets. We go into the freezer part. It's cold and it's very cold in the freezer part. We go into the cooler part. It's cool in the cooler part, so you'll experience that. And we also do what we call boxing. Boxing is where you front the store to where when the customer grab the products out of the store and there's missing places to where the item is removed, you'll pull up the items from behind and you bring it forth so it's reachable for the new customers that enter into the store. So they're not reaching so far back to grab the new the product that they want. So that's what we call boxing, and that's when you see the Aldi employee fixing, like pulling up the boxes, and they have a cage behind them where they're putting boxes in to the empty boxes in, and they're condensing the product to make it more easy for the customer to reach and get the product that they want to purchase. So that's what we call boxing. That's pretty much the back end of the store, and then to also assist the customers, any questions that the customer may have. If the customer wants to find an item, we take the customer to where the item is located and we show them where the item can be found. That's the back end of Aldi. Now moving forward to the front end of Aldi, that's where the cashiers are, where they're ringing at, where you check out your groceries. Now, that part we have at Aldi, is what we call a ring speed. And the ring speed is where we have to scan about 40 items per minute, but that's changed now. I think it's down, it's to percentage of something. I can't quite remember how it's averaged now because it's been a while, but however, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing that they have the ring speed, because what it's for, the ring speed for, is for the customers not to have a long wait in line. And then let me show you. Aldi is a smart company, very smart company. Like, this is the Aldi product. This has a barcode here. It has a barcode here on the side. Sometimes the barcode can be very long. It has a barcode here. It has one here, because all these scanners has like mirrors inside, and all you have to do is just like scan and catch, you know, scan and sketch, and it picks it up very quickly, and you just place the items into the basket, into the shopping cart for the customers. And the cashier has to do that very sufficiently and at a time so that the customers don't have a long wait in line. So that's why you have ring speeds at Aldi. And at the end of the day, you are giving your average on how you are scored, on how you performed on your ring speed at Aldi. So pretty much you give like a coaching on how you can get the speed up if it's not to a certain level, and you get praises if it is. So you have that ring speed that at the front end at the register. So it's not that you just sit at the register to ring all day. When you have no customers, you I'm speaking for, like, again, from my own experience. I had to get up from my seat. I had to prep the candy station where the candy and the drinks are, you know, the front end. I also had to box stat. That means pulling things forward, making it nice and pretty and presentable for the customers to easy, you know, grab. Wipe down the counters, make sure that the store is nice and clean, clean up any spills immediately. We clean up any spills immediately. We did the boxing of the front end. We answer customers' concerns. So yeah, we worked as a team. So there wasn't any specific you do this is your job, this is my job type thing. It was everyone unified, we worked together, and we helped out where help was needed in that particular area. So when I worked for Aldi, one thing I will tell you about Aldi is that Aldi don't discriminate. So whether you're 18 to 60 years of age, you can work for Aldi. However, from my experience, you should be able to at least be able to lift about 20 to 10 pounds. I needed to be able to lift about 20 to 10 pounds for working at Aldi. I needed to be able to reach, stretch, bend, you know, to reach items and place items. You need to be able to have those physical elements to work for a fast-paced company. At Aldi is a very fast-paced company. So by all means, if you're able to lift at least 20 pounds, you get the application and you fill it out and bring it into the store and give it to an associate. It's a great career and I enjoyed it. I got my 5-year plaque after working there for 5 years, and I'm going to tell you about the benefits. They have some great benefits. So I'll go into that a little bit later. Let me tell you about Aldi and the chain of command of Aldi. Okay, first you have the associate. That's the store. You have the store associate, and then you have the shift manager, and then you have MT. MT is short for manager in training, and then you have the store manager. Then you have the district manager. So that's pretty much the levels of Aldi. For Aldi. Well, when I first went and applied up for Aldi, I thought that, you know, I was going to just be the cashier. I saw the chair. I thought that was going to be it. But boy, I was in for that rude awakening. You know, I had to do all those things, you know, because it was a fast up and growing company. The store was growing, you know. A lot of people was finding out, the secret was out about Aldi. A lot of people was coming into the shopping into the store, and you really have to be able to move your butt. So I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a fast-paced environment, very fast-paced. And the chair at the register is not the only part, so don't let that fool you. Let me tell you about the Aldi benefits. They have some awesome, amazing benefits that they offer. Aldi offered me medical, life, accidental life, health, and dental, and eye insurance. And I took advantage of all of them. They're very great, very inexpensive. I had my whole family of 5 on my medical benefits. I had them on my medical benefits. I had them on my eye benefits, my eye benefits, and also my dental benefits. So I mean, it's very, very affordable, great health care, and also Aldi give you 401k. That's what I loved about them. You get 401k from Aldi walking through the door. I started my first year. I was what you call was a casual. I wasn't a full-time employee. I was a casual because I was still in college. I was a college student, and then I say about my second year at Aldi is when I transferred and I transitioned into full-time. And a casual, you don't get the benefits as a casual, but you do get the holiday pay. They give great holiday pay. Oh yeah, you get the holiday pay. They give you pay with the day off for all major holidays. If you work on the holidays, because now that they're open on holidays, you'll get time and a half. I received time and a half, and plus addition to that, the holiday pay. So that was excellent. Talk about a nice paycheck. The one thing about Aldi that I wish that they would work on, that I didn't like, is that when it came to the full-time hours, when I first worked there, my first 3-4 years was amazing. I was able to make close to 40 hours overtime. It was awesome. But going towards my last 2 years of Aldi, it kind of changes. It changed to where you're only full-time. It's only consists of 32 to 30, maybe 35 hours a week. And that I didn't like so much, but that was their full-time for Aldi, and part-time was about 20 hours a week. And that's what you call was casual. So that I wish that they can fix for the employees, so that they can make a little bit more bucks. Other than that, it was a great company. I enjoy working for Aldi. Another thing that I forgot to mention, that with the benefit part, Aldi also offers you short-term and long-term disability. That is great. Most jobs don't offer that for the employees. They have that for you. So that's amazing. Amazing, 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 amazing. I stayed there for a great 8 years. I loved coming to work. I absolutely loved coming to work. Mainly it was because of the Aldi customers. I had a great experience there. I had a great customer feedback. You know, I deliver great customer service. Put it this way. The customers loved Aldi, great quality, and their products. And they also enjoyed the great customer service that I gave behind it. So I enjoyed my job there at Aldi. I really did. It's one of my most memorable jobs that I have to date. And I'm still a shopper there. Even though I'm not a worker there anymore, I still shop there. Aldi has fresh produce. They deliver it daily, fresh. When an associate tells you that, say like the grapes are out, there's no more grapes, or maybe there's no more cabbage. When we tell you that it's out and we won't have any more into tomorrow, it's for real. There's no more in the back. We literally can go back in the back and turn a circle. It's because all of our produce are delivered daily, fresh for you. So yeah, when the product is out, is out. It's not that we're telling you that and we don't want to go get it in the back. It's just not there. So it's a great company, you know. What else can I tell you about the company? About the hiring process. Let's see. Yes, this is what I need to tell you, because I'm finishing up my makeup here. I'm just about done. Again, please subscribe to this channel if you're into makeup and wigs, and also subscribe to my fitness channel, because I am losing weight my way, and this year you're going to see me transform into the Coca-Cola bottle that I desire to be. And then my new developed channel, A Good Book to Read. Again, that's listed down below for you. What else can I tell you about Aldi? Aldi, I enjoyed working there. Would I ever work for Aldi again? No, I will not. Because I'm the type of person that I like to move forward and not backwards. And I just don't like to backtrack a lot. But however, if I needed to work for that company again, most definitely, yes, I will work for Aldi again. So, again, Aldi is one of the best companies that I worked for. And I enjoyed working there. I looked forward to going there. The customers there are nice. They're friendly. It gave me, you know, I had tasks to do. It was a fast-paced environment. You know, I wasn't bored at all. You're never bored at Aldi. I was not bored. It was a joy. Again, I was employed there from April to 2011, and I resigned in November 2018, and I decided that I wanted, after I graduated college, I wanted to pursue a different career choice. But I don't regret working for that company at all. And I think that one associate who took my application and put it in the bag and put it into the district manager mailbox so that I can have the opportunity to work for such amazing company as Aldi. Aldi take very good care of their employees. I remember back when the hurricanes of 2018, they took good care of us. Aldi had their own relief fund for their employees. We were taken care of, let me tell you. So you can't go wrong with working for this company. It's growing, it's growing fast, it's one of the top number ones in the United States grocery stores. So Aldi is where it's at. So get your application, apply, and be sure not to give it to a busy employee. Be sure of that. So yeah, please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you, and bye.